is Julie Shreve Harris. For those of you that do not know who I am, I'm Jim's sister. That doesn't change anything that's going on here. Sam, I've been with you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. You were my coach. I love you dearly. I wasn't at the board meeting, and I apologize to you for that. I think you're a great coach. I think you're a great person. I think you do a great job with our students. I wish I'd been there for you. And I don't know what made them make their decision, but there's only one board member up here that I didn't vote for. And I apologize for that. But I think we elected these people for a reason. I don't know what went on. It wasn't my right to know because I wasn't there. And I apologize to you for that. And I hope everybody gives them a chance to make it clear to us why they made the decision they made. And Sam, I'll back you every time I have a chance. You're a great coach, and I love you.
Hi, I'm Karen Pettit. I'm a teacher here at the school and a community member. And I would first like to say that in past years, the teachers, the administration, and the school board have developed a good working relationship where I wholeheartedly felt that we were all in this for the same reasons, and that was the best for the school and the best for the kids. I have to admit that it is with a little bit of trepidation, vocabulary for my students out there, that I get up tonight, because there is a certain paranoia among the staff. That is not incredibly conducive to a healthy, working, educational environment, and I would love to see that change. I would love to see the board and the teachers and the administration again working together for the right reasons. Having said that, I was at the board meeting last Tuesday night when the question came up of the activities director. There were students in the audience who spoke on Sam's behalf. There were teachers speaking on his behalf. There were community members speaking on his behalf. Not one person that I remember could understand why this decision was being even discussed. The boardroom was full. There were people standing up. If we want people to come to board meetings, I suggest we hold them in the old gym or somewhere in the gym. Thank you.
I read this at the last board meeting. I wasn't there at the Tuesday one.
Could you really tell us who you are?
Yes. Well, it's in the...
Okay.
I was at the last one, and I'd like to review it again. Hi, I'm Tyler Barham, and I'm a senior at Florence Carlton School, as some of you may already know. I'm here to speak on behalf of myself, my fellow teammates, as well as my fellow students and classmates of all ages, when I say that Mr. Baerlocher is an excellent varsity basketball coach, a hard-working athletic director, but even more so a friend. As an athlete under the direction of Coach Sam Baerlocher, I've learned lessons both on and off the court. Life lessons that have helped me mature throughout my high school years. When I think of Sam Baerlocher, I think of a man who is known by everyone. A man with true passion for the game of basketball. And a man with only good intentions in everything he does. He has done so much for Florence School and put in his time to make Florence Carlton School what it is today. He has shaped students that attend Florence, even me. This year when it came to playing time for me in basketball, time grew slim. But knowing Mr. Baerlocher, I knew there was always reasoning behind his actions. This is the reason I continued to work hard for him in the sport. Coach Baerlocher had good reason to not play me. I hadn't put in my time over the summer. Therefore, I had complete understanding for his decisions regarding my playing time. I thank him dearly for coaching me and pushing me. He taught me the life lesson that nothing in life comes easy when you don't put in the time. It's simple. I wouldn't be the mature adult I am today without Mr. Baerlocher passing down his advice and knowledge to me as he has done for so many other people. Mr. B had good reason for his choices. Do you have good reason to not reinstate him as a coach and athletic director? I will leave you with this question to ponder. Thank you.
Now understand that we have 2 other agenda items that address Mr. Baerlocher. So if you have something to share about Mr. Baerlocher, we're not saying he's called the question. So remember, this first agenda item is to just rescind the previous board decision not to extend activities director contract. Then we have to move on in our agenda and open up a discussion on hiring Mr. Baerlocher as the varsity basketball coach, and depending on what the outcome of this vote is right here, whether or not we will also be extending that to an activities record. So if you could just stay, or maybe just hang on for just a minute. Does that make sense? Okay. Mr. Tree has called for the question. Everybody understands the motion? All those in favor of rescinding the previous board decision not to extend activities director contract and to open the position, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Okay. Did you get that?
I did get it.
Okay, so we are going to move to the next agenda item, which is going to be the hiring of our boys basketball head coach. Now, Mr. McGee, did you want to speak to this?
Yeah. Okay, on Tuesday night, I made a recommendation that we hire Sam Baerlocher as our head boys basketball coach. Sam has had a difficult job, putting together a program in working with students who, we're trying to turn into champions. And when you look at the effort that was put in last summer, and I believe it was like 56 games they played during the summertime, it was an effort that exerted a lot of individual time and sacrifice on his part to get these boys signed up for basketball camps and to travel across the state so they could be prepared for this last season. And I will say without hesitation, I was very proud of the boys basketball team. The one thing that I noticed this last season was there was heart and there was determination. And that doesn't come easy. That is something that has to happen day in and day out on a basketball court. So I believe by that measure alone, that is the type of person that I would strongly recommend that we hire as a basketball coach. Somebody who is instilling that value in our kids and helping them to reach for their dreams. So with that, it is my strong recommendation to hire Sam Baerlocher as our head boys basketball coach.
I would like the motion to hire the head boys basketball coach Sam Baerlocher for next season.
Now we have a motion and a second. Now we'll move to discussion. Now, is there any more discussion from the board? Mr. Green?
I would like to address Mr. Moss, if I may. Me and Mr. Moss did have a nice conversation on the phone, which I had with many people sitting in this room this evening. Many weren't at the board meeting. They don't understand. There was a motion made, and we had some questions for the coach who weren't able to be answered. We all make decisions at times that may not be correct, but you know what? This is America, and I don't have a problem standing up and saying, maybe I made a mistake. All right? My intention on that vote was not to give him the position this coming year. I have some questions for him, and I've taken out for Sam's advocate here. Me and him had probably a 30 or 45-minute discussion today. I think it went very well. I think Sam understands more about me, and I understand more about him. And I'm just asking for your forgiveness towards this board. If we forgive for what we did, for what we did. It goes on both sides. But I would challenge every one of you that are in this gymnasium tonight. I want to see you at some basketball games and some other extracurricular activities for our schools.
Mr. Baerlocher, you have the support of the students. I made a mistake on your coaching position. I'm owning up to it. You know where I'm going with this. Sorry, kids. I owe you one.
All the students and the parents here, I also want to move in on that motion. I had 2 conversations with Mr. Baerlocher today. And, boy, talk about misunderstandings and 2 people not understanding each other at first. Well, we understand each other now, and we're going to have a heck of a working relationship. You know the way I hope you kids, especially, you see me here all the time trying to volunteer. You parents that don't know me, I'm all for these kids. And you know what? I'm going to say it right now. I was given information, a lot of it, but it was nothing like this. Mr. Baerlocher, please, for you and your family, accept our apology.
Well, I guess now that's settled. I just want to thank you guys for asking us for forgiveness. And I hope we forgive you. I forgive you. So thank you.
Good evening. My name is Lou Ames, and I'm new in the community. I want to thank you for the chance to speak publicly. I have one question of the board and of the media. How are you going to give the man back his reputation? When I first learned of this, I see big headlines in the newspaper, coach is fired. Thank you. Good.
My name is Tom Dillons. I'm Sam's assistant basketball coach. I would like to take you back to March 5th, toward the end of our basketball season. But before I do that, I want you to know that I taught school at Hellgate for the better part of 32 years. Coached basketball there for 32 years. And over the course of those years, worked with some awfully fine basketball coaches. About 20 years into my teaching, I decided that I was never going to let an opportunity pass. When I saw something good and something fine, and when I would see a student or a teacher do something, even though it was very small and unrecognizable to other people, I was going to tell them about it. Because too often, good things go unreported. So on March 5th, this is a month before the board's vote a week ago, I sent a letter to Mr. McGee. He has it on file. And I just want you to know what about half of that letter says. This is over the years I've coached with some pretty good head coaches, but none of them brings enthusiasm and passion to their work that Sam Baerlocher does. He brings some other important qualities that some of those other coaches left out of their practice plans. Unbounded compassion and a terrific sense of humor. In your work, Sam, with players during practice and games, you're able to push them to amazing performance levels. One example, I've never, ever, in all my years coaching, seen so many players pay so many charges. At the same moment, oftentimes, you're able to make players laugh, and you give them tons of positive encouragement, not just occasionally, but every day. You are the consummate teacher, not just a basketball coach. Every day you demand players put forth tremendous energy, that they pay attention, that they stay focused on improving their understanding of their skills. At the same time, you give them back in kind everything you expect them to give. It's an incredible balance you achieve with your players, and it's something I truly admire. Obviously, Sam, you make me look forward to practice every day, even at my age. I'm learning so much every day. Here it is at the end of another season, and you've got me excited for next year. How'd you make me find all that energy anyway? I think it's your infectious passion for the game, it's your love of kids that you engender every day with people who work around you. Keep up the good work, Sam, always.
And I'm a member of this committee. I've been here about 8 years. I coach your little ones here in baseball and help out basketball and whatnot. Thank you for reinstating Sam as basketball coach, and that's great. Thank you. Have you done that?
I'd like to, yeah.
Okay.
We're in the discussion part of that.
I just want to say I hope this can all be avoided next time with better communications. You said you spoke with Sam the past couple days. I don't know why you couldn't speak with him a month ago. It's upsetting for his family. I know we saw him. It's been upsetting. And you have changed his life and his family's and his kids that go to school here. So I think I want to say thank you for apologizing. You guys, that's great. And for you folks that haven't been here that long, that live in this community, all you do is go down to a local cafe, ask about somebody, they'll tell you all about it. All right? Right, Paul? Okay. Thank you so much. Next time, maybe we can have some meetings and communicate a little bit more with these folks before we fire them. Thank you.
The question's been called. So did this, like I said, there's one other, can we get down to coaching?
I did first choice on the next one.
Okay, we did the first one on the next one of the activities. Okay, the question's been called for. The motion is to hire for the boys basketball head coach, Sam Baerlocher, for the 2008-2009 school year. Everybody understands the motion? Okay. All those in favor of hiring Mr. Baerlocher? Aye. Which is to hire an activities director, which for the 2008-2009 school year, and the recommendation on the decision meeting.
It is my recommendation that the board give serious consideration and hire Sam Baerlocher as our activities director for the 2008-2009 school year.
Madam Chairperson, I will so move that we do hire him as activity director.
It is a motion. Second.
Second motion. I would like to second the motion to hire Sam Baerlocher as activities director for the 2008-2009 year.
Anybody on the board that would say anything more about that before I turn it over to the public?
I'll speak to the taxpayer on this issue here. It's no secret that me and Sam have had our our problems. I mean, Sam's not going to deny that, and I'm not going to deny that. We play basketball together on the court. We push each other back and forth. And I'm big enough a man to put this stuff behind me, and I hope Sam is, and I know he is, that we can move forward and make this a learning experience and positive for everybody in here. All right? I'm going to take responsibility for that last vote on Tuesday night because I'm the one who made the motion. And I'm not afraid to admit that I made a mistake. But if we rethink this, if we overturn this, I sure hope we have the support of the same people that are here. Because I go to a lot of games, and there's a lot of new faces in here, and I've been here 42 years. And I'm not only games, we need to get the education level moving in the right direction in our school also. So I just want your guys' support, and you know that you guys have my support, and whatever needs to be done to make this a better place. And I will stand up and apologize, and I appreciate those people that called me after the meeting on Tuesday. Just thank God I have an unlisted number, because I missed about the last 4 days of work. And it was important to me. I did not take people's calls when they called. I took it, and I listened to everyone, and I tried to return everybody's call. So thank you.
Okay. Grandma Faye, you're on. I thought it was like from someone who was a little more elderly on stage. My name is Sam Baerlocher. I've lived in this community for 30 years. Through those years, I have watched 5 of my grandchildren and 2 of my great-grandchildren participate in every athletic program this valley has to offer, starting with t-ball and soccer and going out all the way through all the varsity programs in high school. Through those years, I've noticed that there are always a few good people who step forward and work unselfishly for the good of the community and ultimately the children. One of those men is Sam Baerlocher. I had the opportunity of watching Sam take a bunch of freshman girls who were quite athletic and meld them into a team that eventually won the state championship. Now, they were good athletes, but wouldn't you think that maybe on a team like that, there would have been some contention because somebody wanted to be the star. But Sam taught them that there is no I in team, and he taught them that each of them could contribute. In their senior year, in 1998, they lost one basketball game. They picked themselves up and went on to win the state championship. That was because of Sam Baerlocher. But there were times that he was tough on. But the girls seemed to, they loved his coaching, and there was no problem. But at the end of the year, one of the seniors wrote this tribute to Sam, and I think it's very important that you hear that. It's called Our Teacher, Our Coach, Our Friend. As kindergartners, we stood behind you, not so patiently waiting to play games in PE. As junior high kids, you reprimanded us for not wanting to participate in CALs. In high school, you became our coach. At first, we were apprehensive, okay, maybe scared of the transition you took from teacher to coach. But through the years, you have taught us much more than you will ever know. Sure, you taught us the game of basketball, but with that, you taught us about life. You gave us self-confidence. We learned to set goals. You helped make us stronger individuals. Through it all, you have always been our friend. You have shown us kindness and love we will never forget. We will always remember you for who you are and the difference you've made in each one of our lives. You will always be our teacher, our coach, and most of all, our friends. And that's Sam Baerlocher. Thanks for retiring.
Continue the public discussion. One thing needs to be entered into the record. We have received several letters of support, and I'm going to ask Ms. Mason, the district clerk, to go ahead and introduce those letters into the record as to who they come from.
Okay, we have our first letter from Don Holtz. We have another letter from Terry Mackey, who is our new football coach. We have a letter in support from Robin Selvig, head women's basketball coach at the University of Montana. We have a letter from Stu Morrill, head basketball coach at Utah State University. We have a letter from the Powell County High School staff, Don McDermott, David Scully, Al Cutler, Bob Schulk, and Mike Gray. We have a letter from Clint Cornish. We have a letter from Deb Hines. We have a letter from Alicia Baylor, class of 1999. We have a letter from Scott Anderson. A letter from Jeff Gilder. A letter from Russ and Sherry Bradstreet. A letter from Krista Mays. A letter from Dale and Leslie Hamilton. And a letter from Matt Kleinsasser from Superintendent of Schools, Ashland Public Schools.
Madam Chairperson, may I call for
Right.
My name is Stephen Carlton. I'm the parent here at Florence Carlton staff. My daughter is in special ed, and I came to speak on Sam's behalf for the opportunity to be presented her through the Fire Conference basketball to participate in sports she did not otherwise have a chance to do. They always put her in an appropriate spot regardless of her age, and I watched her skills increase every year and her enjoy basketball so much. And I also came to thank the school board and staff and administration for the wonderful job they do and to let you know you have my family's heartfelt thank you, because this school has helped my daughter thrive, and I'm hoping that my son will be able to participate in sports. Thank you for your time and the opportunity.
Two children graduated in 95 and 99, and we have 3 grandchildren who will be out of the school system for the next 2 years. I'd like to thank all of you for the time that you put in to the school board, for all the teachers and administrators who have done what they have over the years. We've been on this 27 years. I hope to see this pay it forward by not holding a grudge against any member of the board, by not bad-mouthing anybody, by everybody trying to work together and to help restore Mr. Baerlocher's reputation as well as his families, and all of us pay it forward. We're going to go for 2 more. There's Pam and Ms. Moore.
This will be very short. Once again, my name is Larry Kester. I got a very disturbing phone call this morning. It was my brother, who lives in eastern Montana. They had a recent issue comparative to what we're having here. He said, I heard you have poison in your school. And it took my breath away. He said, I saw it on TV. I saw it in the newspapers. What is with this Sam Baerlocher? And I told him, he's a wonderful coach. He is a wonderful teacher. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened that made you guys decide to fire him. And I don't think anybody in this room will ever know. However, we all have one big responsibility. We all, as adults and children, will also know. And that is voting. Voting for a president of the United States of America. When you vote for that person, and the person wins, whoever it may be, there is an electoral college that can override our vote as people. There is before the House a bill to completely eliminate the electoral college. Now I kind of see this problem coming up here with with our community, but I'm seeing it resolve in a very fruitful, very good way. And I commend you all. All the children, they're all hungry, they haven't eaten. And this is a wonderful school. And we live in a wonderful country. And we all need to vote. And we need to keep going strong, just like they're here. Going strong.
My name is Dan Long, and I'm in the district here. And I would just like to say it was wonderful tonight to see democracy in action. I think it's terrific that we have actually witnessed, the turnabouts, and the public actually did have a say. And I commend you guys for seeing that clearly. And what I'd like to say is, as Leo Hansen so well put it, that I think, when I first heard it, I had to assume that it must have been a financial decision, or it's, it had to do with, the fact that all the people in this room haven't been very supportive in the past on some of these bond issues, whether it be a new school building or an extra bond. So I think, as Leo said, I think we all need to really focus on making their job easier by at least making sure that we are supportive of our school and programs, and not just our school, our park system, the fire department, the bucks, all the things that we have in our community that make it what our community is. And I think as citizens we need to do that. And I think that most everybody here doesn't want to see a mistake like this made. I commend you again for apologizing, and clearly Sam can, turn his life around without feeling like that was a bad spot. And I noticed that Friday night, there was some mention that Sam had personally, even during the summer, spent his time and $2,000 of his own money to sponsor basketball camps. And I get tonight, as an apology and a thank you from the community, I would like to ask some of the students that have some hats, like this one gentleman here. I'd like to pass the hat and see if we can't raise $2,000 so they can do summer camp again. And I'll start by putting the first $100 in for you.
The motion is to hire Mr. Sam Baerlocher for the 2008-2009 Activities Director. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Aye. Okay, motion passes. We move on. We're going to move on in our agenda to boys basketball meeting.
This past year, Tom Demmons and Jason Thompson served as the assistant boys basketball coaches in our boys basketball program. And so it is with the support of Mr. Baerlocher that I recommend Tom Demmons and Jason Thompson continue working with our boys basketball program so that we can move forward towards trying to win a state championship.
I would like to make a motion to hire Mr. Tom Demmons and Mr. Jason Thompson as assistant basketball coaches under Sam Baerlocher for the next season.
We need to make those individual motions.
First individual motion, Mr. Tom Demmons as assistant basketball coach for the 08-09 season.
I'll second that.
discussion on the board? Public discussion? Questions are called for. All those in favor of hiring Mr. Tom Dennis? Aye.
For the record, on that last motion that just passed, it did not state that a salary of $2,125. That needs to be stated for the record.
No, it does not. That salary is on scale.
Okay. My mistake, sorry, John. Next motion I'd like to make is in regards to Mr. Jason Thompson. I'd like to make a motion to hire Jason Thompson as an assistant basketball coach in the 08-09 school year.
I would like to second that motion.
Discussion? Anybody on the board? From the public? The questions been called for. All those in favor? Aye. So the last item on our agenda is hiring assistant football coaches. And that'll bring us to the meeting.
At the last board meeting, it was put before the board to hire the assistant football coaches for our program. Terry Mackey is the new football coach, and he's been involved with the athletic director in interviewing and setting up his staff for this next football season. Connor Black was an individual who worked in the program last year as a middle school football coach and did a fine job for the district. So it was a recommendation that we move Connor up onto the varsity program and have Connor work as an assistant coach in our varsity program. The other one is Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson did not work in the football program, but he did prove himself as a valuable assistant boys basketball coach. And in knowing the boys and getting to know them during the basketball season, he brings with him that experience, and he will help the program with some consistency that way. So it is a recommendation to hire Jason Thompson as an assistant football coach. And then finally, Tim Little has worked the last couple of years as an assistant football coach for our program, and Tim will bring a very valuable asset to the program in terms of knowledge with the students that are in our football program and where we were last year. So it is my recommendation that Tim Little is hired as an assistant football coach.
I would like to make a motion to hire Connor Black as an assistant football coach for the 08, just the 08 basketball season. Or I'm sorry, football position as an assistant coach. I'll second that motion.
Discussion on the board.
To Connor Black, Jason Thompson, and Tim Little. If you're here, the decisions were to table those positions. There was no decision to not rehire. It was just a table. Those were strictly made last Tuesday due to the financial situation our district is in. By tabling these motions, it would have allowed the board to consider the financial situation after the May 6th election. Mr. Hanson, Leo, thank you for your comments on the upcoming election regarding the mill levy. Those were tabled probably for that reason. That is all I can say.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Okay, question's been called for. All those in favor of hiring, I'm sorry, I thought I just lost my train of thought there. Hiring Connor Black as an assistant football coach for the 2008 football season. All those in favor? Aye. Okay, we move on to Jason Thompson. Do I have a motion?
I have a motion to hire Jason Thompson for the 2008 assistant coach football position.
That's been moved and seconded. Discussion. Any public discussion? All right.
Names again. what financial problems is the district facing? I haven't read anything about it. It's not public knowledge that I know.
Just so that the public is aware, the school district this past year, we have calculated the budget up and taken a look at what the state of Montana is going to be giving the district in terms of dollars for the next year's budget. And if we are going to maintain, just keep things status quo, hire all of the exact same staff member back to serve the same number of students, to have the same types of programs that we currently have, we are going to be $100,000 short, about $105,000 short of meeting that goal. And the reality is that as you take a look at the budget, there is escalation within it. When you take a look at the contracts and the salaries that are going to be paid out, that have been already negotiated, and all of that movement in the budget. So you could refer to that to an inflationary rate of doing business in the district. The other side of the problem is that if we're going to stay keeping the same programs, we need that support. The other side of the levy is another $50,000 that has been added to the levy to ask for a line item to be structured in the budget to take care of the needs in this district for its facilities. If you ever take a short tour around this building, you're going to see ceiling tiles that are water soaked. We have leaks that need to be fixed. We have plumbing that is rotting out. We have a crow's nest at the football field that's about ready to fall down. There are just numerous issues. And to be very honest with this community, I could spend $50,000 a year for the next 10 years and still have projects to do. And so we're really at a state with this facility right now of trying to figure out a way to protect the investment of this community. And so what this levy is intended to do is $105,000 to maintain current programs and $50,000 to build up some maintenance so that we can start taking care of some very serious issues within this place. To give you an example, we had a basketball tournament here recently, and I had a member of the community come into me and he goes, "Boy, it looks like you've got some real plumbing problems in there. You've got 3 urinals down and 2 toilets in the men's room." And that is not a joke. That's a reality. And so we have some big issues that we need to fix around here, and the only way we can do that is to ask for community support to get that taken care of. And the question is, what was the board considering financial-wise? Mr. Paris made a very legitimate comment. He wanted to see athletics placed on the table and considered after the levy election, for fear that if the levy were to fail, then we could give extracurricular activities a serious consideration for being cut. The recommendation put on the table on Tuesday was, if you're going to table one position, table them all. And that did not happen, and because that did not happen, extracurriculars did not become an issue for a cutting. And so that's what has led us to where we're at today.
I just want to clarify. When we use the word cut, some people think you cut with an axe. We're all trimming around here. I was talking about trimming, but I want to get onto a different subject. The way you guys mobilized, I'm talking about the kids here, and the students. I don't know how many parents are sitting here and did not vote in the last election. But I'll challenge the kids here. You get out with those signs, change them a little bit. You know where I'm going with this? Joe understands what I'm talking about. You need to get out there and mobilize. I don't know how many people are sitting in here tonight. You know, there's whatever, 400 or 500 one of the youngsters. How many voters do we have in this community? Does anybody know? We need to get out. You need to get out and mobilize. Stoops, you can do it.
There's 2,431 active voters in our district right now.
need to mobilize.
All right. We have a motion on the floor. It was seconded.
Call for the question.
Okay. And Mrs. Rose has called for the question. And the motion was, Julie, to hire Jason Thompson as the assistant football coach for 2008.
Yes.
Yep. All right. We've had discussion. Is there anything else from the public? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. We'll move on to the last motion on our agenda tonight.
Mr. McGee, would you like to speak to this one at all? Or?
I think you already did.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Foreman. I'd like to make a motion to hire Tim Little as an assistant football coach for the 08 football season.
I will second that motion.
For discussion. And call for the question. Although before we get to call for the question, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
After tonight's proceedings, I have realized the importance of letting your opinion be known just so these mistakes can't happen. So I'm going to recommend the person I've known for a very long time, Coach Tim Little, who's unfortunately my uncle. He's a great man, and I know that all football players respect and love him, and you can ask any one of them, and they will tell you accept him. So I'm just letting my opinion be known, so hopefully debacle like this doesn't happen again. Thank you.
Okay, let's call for the question. Did you call for the question, Lily?
I will call for the question.
Okay, so call for the question. All those in favor of hiring Tim Little as the assistant football coach for the 2008 football season? Aye. All right. I just want to say one thing. We're at the end of the agenda, and I tell you what, as I'm sitting here tonight, I couldn't be more proud to be the chairman of this school board, to be a member of this community, to live where I live, because I think we have shown our students, our families, those that we care about, that this is a democracy. We do care about what transpires here, and it's a great thing. And with that, okay, he's moving this way.
Say, very few individuals ever have an opportunity like this, and I just want to say God bless Florence. I love the kids here. I love the people here. I have had a very, very fortunate life. I've had great mentors. You got to listen to one of them today, Tim Roscoe. I had very good coaching when I grew up. I was very fortunate coming from Frenchtown to be able to play for Mike Montgomery for a while, and Stu Morrow, and boy, I cherished it. And I appreciate it so much that I get an opportunity to try to teach individuals how to become better basketball players. I just love it. I mean, I love my job. I love coming here every day. It's the best place in the world. And I wish everybody in the world could say that. But I mean it. I cherish it every day. This last week was a little tough. And I get a little scared when coaches come here and defend me because I think it makes us look like maybe I'm an easy coach or something. but I love it. I love you people. I appreciate the board reconsidering. I appreciate everybody putting out their necks for me, and I will work, and I will work, and I will work for you, and I sure appreciate it so much. Thank you.